Hey everybody, welcome to the live stream. Sorry we are 4 minutes late. There were some technical difficulties because we're trying to get a build up and running. Also, I don't know if you noticed, but Seraphina is here as well as, you know, this guy, the unkillable Krolin.
This is hard. Unkillable.
Unkillable.
What's up, guys?
So are you a Dark Runner?
No. What?
What? They're
Who
very
said I'm a Dark
killable.
Runner?
They were saying you were a Dark Runner.
No,
they're
come
on.
What, you were like a Stone Arrow, a Revenant? What?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I played Stone Arrow, Prime for a long time,
yeah,
played
Prime,
Archon.
right.
Yeah.
Mostly Archer, though.
Yeah.
What's up, chat?
What's up?
Good to see you
He
guys.
lives.
Yeah.
I am alive.
Yeah,
They were saying all of us killed you. Like, they kept changing the person each week. So.
Yeah. Krolin versus Muzzy on stream. Guys, I've tried. It's like fighting a little kid. He just puts his hand on my head and I just swing.
Wait, you're the little kid or I'm the little kid?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I am the little
Yes.
kid, yeah. Okay, well, we're going to get started. We got a lot to talk about today. So, let's see. First thing, hi.
Hi.
How you doing?
Hi.
Why are you here?
I mean, I'm here for press demos.
Okay.
We're showing press.
We were doing press demos.
We're showing Maelstrom to all the press
Yep.
outlets this week, so I got to travel a little bit and not be in a box.
Yeah.
Who knows there's no box. It's awesome.
We're all in a box now.
Yeah, we're all in the same
Yeah.
box. It's weird. It's just weird. I'm not used to this. I'm used to being in my little room with
Right.
my Skype camera.
Right.
Yeah.
I ask that every week. God damn. Yeah, it's why am I here is the real question. Okay, so I'm here to kind of control the direction of this conversation. As you see, we have Krolin here, which means there must be something real fun to talk about. So, Krolin, let's kick this off with the release of Maelstrom.
Right.
Krolin, what are we doing?
What are we talking about?
So where would you like to start, Muzzy?
I would like to start with... I knew you were going to do this to me. Okay, so we did mention that we were going to be releasing on the 6th. However...
That's been moved. So the Maelstrom release date has been postponed 1 week to the 13th. So it will release the following Wednesday, and we can go into detail on why that's the case.
Yeah, like we said, we listen to the community. We also have been talking about this for a while.
Yep.
We've behind the scenes.
Yep.
And so we kind of realized that this needed to happen.
It needs to happen. And
I think Krolin could give a little more insight into that.
Yeah, I see mixed feelings in the chat. You know, I mean, it's good to be transparent about it and explain exactly what happened.
Yeah.
But we've made some statements in the past, you know, about how long a build will be on PTS before it's available for release. And unfortunately, the Maelstrom build has struggled through the final stages of the development process. I mean, we've had everything from tech issues to gameplay issues, and we're actually still struggling with some of that now. We're in a better state. There is a build on PTS now, so testing has begun on it. It's not the final release version of it. But to give you guys some history, I mean, we were anticipating receiving a final build for 4.0, or at least a release candidate build for 4.0, before, I would say, the
22nd?
third week in November.
Oh, yeah.
Right before Thanksgiving.
Yep, right before.
But unfortunately, there were issues with that, and that happens from time to time. Those of you guys who have been with us for quite some time know that we go through various versions of the build before we ultimately have the true release candidate.
Right.
And so we went back and forth with XL on it, and you know they remain committed to fixing those issues and providing us with continued iterations of that build. And unfortunately, those struggled similarly. So we were left in a place where we were not happy with the product we would have available. There was not enough time to get you guys to take a look at it on PTS. So the natural course of action was that we had to delay for a week.
Right.
It's regretful that we had to. Those of you who are waiting for it, you know, next week, I'm sorry to disappoint you. But it's something we need to do just to make sure that it's in a better state before it gets to you guys. So we've postponed for a week.
Right. Yeah. So it's going to be on the 12th, 13th, 12th, 12th. 13th?
13th, the Wednesday.
Yeah,
13th.
Yeah.
Okay, 13th. So important to note too. We did really try to get a PTS build, a functional PTS build, out to you guys by the 22nd, which would have been 2 weeks early. We wanted to push for that.
That's
Unfortunately,
gonna be a lot of time. Yeah,
it would have been a lot of time.
Yeah.
Like we said in the producer's letter, we're trying to make changes in that regards, and it didn't work out, and so the PTS build, as you guys know, is not indicative of the actual release build at this time. However, the reason why we did put it out there, I think, is something that was very important. There are still changes that are not necessarily in what you guys see in the game, but the back-end stuff, like the auth system, new auth system that needed to be tested out, server load, stuff like that. we are trying not to rush it. Exactly, Dan. That's the whole idea. We realize that radio silence about the pushing it a week later up until now has led to a couple probably confusing things, like people explaining that there's not enough time. Why wouldn't you just push it?
So people were saying that there was an old build that we were giving them, and that wasn't the old build. That was the updated build.
It is the updated build. The build that you guys have is the current build that we have, and it is not. It does not contain all of the things that we had requested from XL. So we are making sure that we're talking with XL, and any feedback that you guys have in the PTS would be really great if you guys go to the forums and put that information in there. I think Tinnen actually listed. He put a post out there that's basically a list of known issues. There are more known issues, but if you guys can go there, play test on PTS, give us as much feedback as possible. I think we're expecting 2 more builds before
actual release. That's what I was about to say.
So probably at a minimum.
So we're getting a build today. We're getting another build next week, and then there's going to be a release candidate build. So there's actually 3 more builds.
And let's talk about our builds. It may not be the most exciting topic for some of you guys. Maybe you want to hear about gameplay, but it's worth talking about. Just our general build process. You guys know that sometimes when we demo on the live streams, we do it from like we've called it our localization server, but it's like the earliest build we get is basically the Korean build that has our earliest possible translations on it. That build is built off the Korean branch, so the NA and EU builds have many differences on the back end. Fewer with gameplay, but there are plenty. And so we get that early build, and then that transforms over the next couple months into something that works with our live branch. And there's a lot of integration that needs to happen there. And sometimes, depending on the amount of housekeeping that needs to happen with back-end services, that integration takes a long time and is challenging. So then we arrive at what we call our release candidate build, which is the one that we ultimately have on our main internal server that all of our QA works through. And that ultimately graduates to PTS. It'll go through 4 or 5 iterations before it hits PTS. And then those are just fixing things that we find internally. Then on PTS, it'll be at a state where we are ready to receive our final release candidate build. Localization is working diligently at that point to make sure everything matches actual game functionality.
Right.
Because our loc team has the challenge of actually translating stuff before they see it in a build. And that's why sometimes, Quilladon and those guys go the extra mile when it comes down to being diligent about reviewing the abilities and writing the best possible text for that.
There's 2 steps, basically. You have the translation first, and then you have the localization to make it make sense. Because the translation is not always 100%.
That's right.
We have to make sure that Quilladon is actually putting in lines there for the actual functionality, not just the brief description or anything like that.
Yep. And so then we hit PTS. We work through your feedback, the players, the feedback that you guys provide. And there's still a lot of negotiation around what changes get made to all of those builds through the entire path. Things that we push for may not actually happen. There may be some resistance. ArcheAge may not just be able to, ArcheAge, the game just cannot handle or is not designed for the changes that we'd like to add to it. So there's a lot of, iterations that happen between the initial version and what you guys see. So we are at that point on PTS now. As Muzzy mentioned, we'll have 2 or 3 more builds. They'll have things like more of the NA EU customizations that we've requested from XL. We have conversions on systems. We don't use their net cafe bonuses, and there's other stuff that still needs to happen with that.
There are many localization changes that are not just text based.
But we're closer, and we need that extra week. So thank you guys for your patience.
Yeah. Right. Okay, so that's a big part of it. We know that there was a video that came out, and there were some comments in that video. I actually spoke to Kembeck. I think Kembeck is a fantastic creator.
Oh, yeah,
makes a lot of really good content, helps a lot of people out, and we understand the frustrations. And somebody has said, don't say that we understand the frustration. We do. We see it. I talk to the players individually. If you guys ever have concerns, my Discord is an open door, really. You guys can come in and talk to me at any time. I make time. I try not to do one-to-ones because it's not as efficient as one-to-many. Yep. But I still take a lot of time doing one-to-ones, even if it's not the most efficient thing. So.
And you say about the frustration. I assure you, there are some days
we are frustrated.
where we are equally as frustrated. I mean,
happens.
I know you don't want to hear that, but
No.
it helps me to just say it to you guys. So some days we are equally as frustrated. And I see chat called out. I missed my opportunity to explain that the whole monologue I just mentioned was a big job, but it definitely was and continues to be.
Are we really saying big job right now?
I missed it.
Okay.
I missed my chance.
You missed your chance.
Spy, I understand Big Data Dude is definitely one to worship. I completely get that, sir. If banned from my Discord, well, you can contact me on the forums if you're banned from my Discord. You might have deserved it if you're banned from my Discord. Okay, so let's see. I talked about the Maelstrom, new update and why, PTS. We talked about that, testing the auth and whatnot. Patch notes. So, patch notes, because the build that we received is not indicative of the release build, the patch notes are not indicative of what you are currently testing on PTS. And so we have a concern with delivering information that is not complete information. We've talked about this pretty recently, at least since I've been on. I know that I have specifically mentioned that we prefer not to distribute information until we have more answers. For example, the evolution stuff. You guys were talking about it for so long, and we didn't mention it at all because we wanted to make sure we had as many answers as possible. Same thing with the 4.0 gem overhaul. I'm trying not to comment on it because we want to make sure that the build actually has all of the content that we requested. And we did have a live stream about it. We did talk about it. It was full of caveats, and that's just kind of how production goes sometimes.
And there's even still negotiation going on about that specific.
Exactly.
As recent as last night.
Yeah.
I did. We were just talking
2 in the
last
morning.
night.
Yes.
At 2 in the morning, exactly. This is a consistent conversation that we're having to make sure that we're getting the appropriate build with the appropriate features and changes that we have requested. Maybe not all of them get in, but like you said, it's a discussion, and that's why the last live stream was filled with just caveats up the wazoo. It's just kind of how it goes. We don't like releasing information before we are absolutely certain about it, because what ends up happening is players can then take that as a promise, even though it's not a promise, it's a caveat. There's still a potential for that to change. So we are trying.
And just to talk about the patch notes for a little bit,
Please do,
I'm currently writing them right now.
Right.
We did get them a little late, so it's been I've been trying to rewrite them as fast as possible. So they go through translation first, and then we rewrite to just double check everything and make sure it's all clear for you guys. Because sometimes we have to add stuff to the patch notes where it may be a little unclear. In those cases, we do have to go in game and double check things and just get some extra stats. Because there are just regional differences in our patch notes. You know, like ours are just overall more specific, but there's also regional build differences. Because someone was asking, like, why can't we just steal someone else's patch notes and just put them out? It's because each of our builds is uniquely made for us.
Yeah. And while Mark over at Omnom.io does a great job, and you guys should go check out the site so that you're kind of familiar with what changes are happening in the game overall. It does not mean that translates 100% to our version, and I think you guys are very well aware of that. So many times things have changed from what has been translated by Mark. And Mark, we do appreciate that. He's also one of our creators.
Just
yeah,
awesome.
our Lord and Savior. He does a great job of getting you guys the information from Korea. It just isn't 100% what we're going to be releasing here. And you guys know that. I'm pretty sure you guys are all understanding of that. So. Yeah, he delivers a lot of good information from that. So a couple things. The update for Maelstrom. Do we have an approximation of downtime yet? Should I go ask James that at some point?
An approximation of downtime.
I'll go ask James, and if you guys have questions about that, I mean, we'll be releasing that information soon. Yes, we did push it back a week, so I mean, it's an update. It's a patch.
We should also answer why do we hate cargo?
Why do we hate cargo?
Why do we hate cargo?
I'm too scared to run it. I don't really hate it. I'm just too scared to run it.
No, I think they're talking about the increased cargo prices.
I know.
So there's a new feature in 4.0, guys, which you're seeing right now. That is a change to the way cargo works overall. If cargo is rare, the price goes up. If the cargo is common, the price goes down.
Which makes complete sense. That's called an
it's
economy.
Supply and demand.
Yeah.
So it's not that cargo has become just more expensive. If you guys are on the PTS, I'm not sure how much cargo is on there because I haven't looked just yet. But in those cases, when you have more cargo being created, those prices will drop. So that's just what you're seeing there.
We're still a ways out from the 4.0 release. That's why we don't have it.
Yeah.
Because the date is been shifted to the 13th. Oh, look who it is, Clowny on his cloud Clowny.
You guys are still doing that?
What?
Clowny still lives?
Clowny just shows up.
Clowny just randomly shows
Why
up.
hasn't somebody done something about that?
I thought she was in charge of Clowny, but
I
guess
tried.
not. Okay, DDoS update. Things have settled, but we're not 100% certain that it has ended. And so therefore we are still working with our upstream ISPs in order to figure out any mitigation that can and should be had. However, we can say that it has been a lot more stable recently. I'm trying not to jinx this because it is not something that is in our control. That's how DDoSes work. If you're not familiar with what a DDoS is, please go look it up. Please go try to understand it. You could even read all of the forum posts that myself and Big Data Dude have put out there. There is a loose understanding in there that might help you guys be a little more understanding of the fact that when a DDoS happens, the most you can do is mitigate it. And we did. We mitigated it enough that you guys were able to even get on. If we weren't mitigating, if we weren't doing our jobs, if the ISPs weren't doing their jobs, and even further upstream, then nobody would have any access at all. And luckily, right now, it feels pretty good. So that was the DDoS update.
Also worth mentioning, that the DDoSes affect all of our products. It's not just ArcheAge.
And not just our games
going
either.
through it.
Other companies as well were experiencing it.
I saw a couple notes in chat about compensation for it.
Yeah, this is what I was going to bring up next.
Yep, so you guys got gift coins. I believe there was a pack that was handed out partially through the issue.
Yeah.
Now that we're most of the way past it, I think it's appropriate to discuss a patron extension. I know a lot of you guys who are patrons potentially missed out on some time during that occurrence. Yeah. So right now I'm just negotiating how many days that will be for, but I'm pretty confident that that's something that we'll be allowed to provide to you guys in the future.
Yep. Yeah. So again, another thing that we're hearing you guys, you guys were saying a lot about the patron time compensation, and I brought it up with the team as soon as you guys were stating that. But there's a process that we have to go through for anything like that. It takes a little while, like you said. He's still negotiating some of that. So just be aware that if you guys are asking for it, we're probably talking about it on our end, even if you guys aren't getting any answers from us. Because again, we don't want to release information until we have information to release. It's very important. I say that I think every stream. Okay, on to other stuff. That was kind of just like housekeeping stuff.
That was a lot of updates.
I know. And now we can talk about 4.0 stuff like that. So let's see. We've got, let's cross out all these things on my list. So some of the things, this stream is going to be, the rest of the content in this stream is basically going to be about systems updates that are happening in 4.0. For example, we're going to talk about the new Folio system. We're going to talk about the new title collection system, the co-raid and raid recruitment board. And we're going to talk about a little bit more flexibility within the Obsidian gear. A lot of the other things you guys have heard, like the library mats changing and stuff like that. But we'll get more of this information out to you as we go. We do have one more week, and we'll talk about that. I see a lot of comments about hero gems. Again, I have mentioned this earlier in this stream and in the forums. I do not want to talk about something that we do not have 100% confirmation on, because then I don't want anyone to confuse that with a promise. It is not a promise. It is potential information that may change. That's just how production works sometimes, and that's all I can give you right now. So now you guys know. All right, Folio Upgrade. Let's open up that Folio while Clowny does his creepy dance. All right, so as you can see, there is a Folio. There we go. Cover up Clowny. Jeez. All right, there is a I almost said a Clowny update. He gets updated every patch apparently. There is a rework to the Folio system. One of the things that we realized and XL realized, some of the feedback we got, is that it's intuitive for people who've been using it for a long time. However, it's not intuitive for new players, so this is mostly targeted at newer players being able to get into the Folio system and kind of understand where to go. It's a little bit more organized for that progression. So for example, if you look at processing is going to be your basic materials. So go ahead and click on processing there. That's going to be like really all your basic materials that are going to then build into something else. So it's going to take your raw material and it's going to turn it into whatever the processed form is. Iron ore into iron ingots, etc., stuff like that, right? Then you have the building materials and stuff like that that are also in there. We've got single mass production, everything in there. Okay, so let's go back. You guys all know the Folio system. It's just kind of reorganized for a better flow. I think the biggest change, however, is that right there. Can we go to the character equipment one? It's going to be on the main screen and the top giant bar there. This is going to help you guys. So when I first came into the game, I definitely had that new player experience of like, oh my god, this is a lot of stuff. and where do I find this, where do I find that? And it was all organized by profession. Well, now I can look at my character like I can in most other games and go, I want to click on the head. What can I get in the head? So if Seraphina clicks on the head,
Where'd he go?
there you go.
Where did he go?
Now you can separate it by profession. So it's by object first and then profession in this case. On top of that, we have this awesome thing that has annoyed me forever. I'm really glad this is in.
This system.
This is like, it's small, but for some reason it feels so good to be able to just click. Like if I want to check out what is the tier 7 version of this right now. Oh, I don't have to like click to get there. It's a little bit more organized, efficient, and you can get through it. So I know this is not a huge change for a lot of you guys. You guys know the folio, you know everything. I'm sorry you have to get used to something new, but I think that this will be more organized and slightly more efficient.
I think it's been faster. And using it on QA1, I've been much faster.
I'm the old guy in the room here, and I look at the new folio, and I'm like, back in my day, you didn't have any damn pictures. You just had to know where the recipe was.
Right.
You know,
Right.
but now you have that cool progression path for Obsidian and all that. It's really, great quality of life update. Looks super pretty.
Right.
Also, you can like be
I fear change.
Fair change. But you can also like partial search now too. You don't have to enter the exact item.
Right. Oh,
so
that was a big one too.
you can be like
That's right.
shelf. Oh, cool. Here's my bookshelves.
Yep.
You know, like.
Which is nice. You don't have to know like the exact name of the item in order to find it.
But
It is nice. And again, still you have the finished product and material kind of thing. But anyway, so this is not a super big thing, but I do think that it is something that will help a new player experience, having been through that fairly recently, about, 6 months ago now?
Yeah.
I still ask people, where do I find this? So this is going to feel a little bit more natural, I think, for that. So good luck with this. I think you'll enjoy it.
Yep.
Okay, so let's go on to the next thing, because the next system that we can talk about is the raid recruitment board and co-raid. This is interesting. I've led a couple raids, not any big ones, but this one can support up to 100 people. So we're going to talk about the co-raid first. As you can see right there, you have raid 1 and raid 2. That's a new tab. So if you right click on another raid leader, you can actually invite them to join raids, to co-raid. I think it's a co-raid invite is what it's called. And so you can have a raid of 50 and another raid of 50, and you can merge them together, and now you have a raid of 100. However, they both get to keep their separate raid tabs and their separate raid groups. At the very top, where it shows up in the upper left-hand corner, or wherever you guys put it. I cannot lead TTK raids. I am not that good. So in the upper left-hand corner, you can actually click on raid 1 or raid 2. Not in this window, but actually when it shows up on your screen. I know we'd have to jump in with a
Is there a way to visually know who's the other raid leader? Yeah, they're both differently on the map, actually.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, they have different icons on the map. There's different colors, slightly different colors.
Different raids.
Also, what's really interesting is that even though there are 2 raids and you've like merged, you've co-raided there, one person becomes the admiral. Let me look this up. I think it's admiral, and commander.
Okay.
I think I have that right here. Yep, admiral and commander. So the admiral is the leader of both raids, technically, even though they're really just controlling their one. They kind of have like the overall say if you guys want to do that. And you can actually swap that. When you invite someone to a co-raid, you can choose which one of the leaders is going to be that. So that's really important to know. I think it's an incredibly useful feature.
Does loot go between them?
It does, actually.
Yeah,
that's something that we tested the other day.
Yep.
So essentially, if you have like auto roll on, or if you have confirmation on, and I get something, I'm in raid 1, raid 2 people, they'll get to be able to roll for it as well. So it does do a really good job of combining it, and it does something. So this is interesting. It actually can pull people. No, this is the other system. We're going to go to the raid recruitment board now. So if you click on the little magnifying glass, now you have a raid recruitment board, raid search. This is kind of like looking for raid, except instead of you putting out there that you are looking for raid, you are actually creating the raid and looking for people to join you. So go ahead and create one. So looking for conscripts. Fantastic. So click on dungeons there. You see there are a couple different categories, and it's all contextual for type 2 in the type 2 slot. So if you go to dungeons, all the dungeons will be in there. So if you are looking for people to run a dungeon with you, you can put in comments. You can actually do a required level, including ancestral levels, which I know when I was doing some Red Dragon recently, I know that like they were saying if you're ancestral 7, you have access to this specific skill. We want you. We don't want anyone who's not ancestral 7, or they just send us to the middle to do nothing. They tell us it's to kill ads, but we know.
50 people for Greater Hedgehog Farm. That's
Yeah,
right,
exactly.
Right?
So
Okay, cool.
yeah, exactly. There you
Yeah,
go.
I can
50
do
for
that.
Greater Hedgehog Farms.
Let's do it.
But anyway, once you put it in there, which is really nice, you can see who it is. You also set your time. Now the time is based on UTC. The time is UTC based, so it will actually count down and UTC based. So if you guys are not UTC based, get another tab open in your browser and figure it out. I do every day.
That's
So
my life.
the other person, anyone who comes here, they'll actually be able to go and click accept. Like they're actually going to apply for it. And when they do, you can actually manage your applicants, and you'll see all of the responses. You'll see what role when you do accept it. You can actually check to see like, oh, I want to be a healer, I want to be a DPS, I want to be a tank. And so those three, you know, the trifecta, the golden triangle there, you can decide which part you want to be. And if they want you, like, oh, we've got 40 people who want to be tanks. We don't need 40 tanks. We're going to take these 3 tanks because they're the highest level. They're a name I know or trust or something to that effect, right? So this is just going to be one more way for you guys to organize. Now, what I was saying before, what I almost said about the co-raid system, this one right here will actually pull you out of another raid if it is accepted. Now, what will happen is I'll post a request. You guys will go in. You'll go ahead and say, hey, I'm going to apply to this. I will say I accept you. A message will pop up on your screen. You'll be able to click on that right there. And if you do that and you are in another raid, you'll jump into my raid instead. So it does not normally work where if you get invited to a raid and you're already in a raid, you can't get pulled out of it. This one right here, there's a confirmation box that will pull you out. So a little nice. Now, hopefully you don't troll people. That would be terrible. In this game, especially. Okay, so the next thing we're going to talk about, the title system. I know I'm zipping through this stuff because I really just want to get to the giveaways today. I think there are some really cool giveaways. Okay, so the title collection system. Before you guys would unlock a title, what title did you run? Do you remember?
Not today, usually.
Not today?
Mm-hmm.
The title, not today?
Yeah.
Do you know how you got that?
Weaponsmithing?
Weaponsmithing?
Yeah.
Okay, well, if you didn't know how you got that, we could go into here. Can you find not today, please?
I have to go.
And that's
Sorry, let's take this back a little bit.
Yeah.
My original title was Takes But Does Not Earn, which was I think it was a 50K larceny title or 90K larceny title back in the day.
Wow.
But
Okay.
yeah.
All
Let's
right.
see.
Yeah.
I find a lot of them here.
Yep. Anyway, so if you click on them, you can actually just click on any one, for example. If you're like, oh, what does this do? I want these stats right here. You can actually see down below, purchase from the arena shop. It tells you, it kind of gives you an idea on where to go get things, which is really nice. Okay, so previously, the way that it worked previously is that you would get a title, like Abyssal Archaeologist, and you would only be able to use the stats that were associated with that. Now, I wanted Master Maestro or whatever it is. It's a really fun alliteration with my name, Mazilius. So I really liked it. I thought that it was really fun. Unfortunately, I didn't really like the stats that came with it. I liked stats from another title. Well, in this system, you can mix and match and pair your favorite title with your favorite stat increase.
There it
Oh,
is.
you found it. Not today.
today.
So how do you get it?
Complete the quest, Master Blacksmith.
Master Blacksmith. There
it
you go.
is.
So actually, if you go to the right hand side, see that little button that's grayed out? Normally that will be something that you can actually click on, and it will open up your achievements and show you how to get it if it's achievement based. So that's also really nice. Kind of give you more direction if
And there's
possible.
the achievement.
Yeah, exactly. Now, the nice thing is, too, if I just like the way Mazilius looks and I don't really want a title, but I really want those stats for whatever it is that I want, I can just equip stats. I don't have to actually equip a title. Now, I don't know why you would ever do it the other way, where you equip a title and no stats. That would probably not be a good idea, but I can just go around as Mazilius if I want to. Another thing that happens is, as you collect all of these titles, did you do title collection? Like, did you
Not
try?
really. I mean, I got them just from doing other things in
Yeah,
the game. Like, I have
yeah.
a ton of the crafting titles.
Yeah. So, well, what's really nice to know, especially for Merv, if he were to log in after this update goes live, any progress that he's made is just going to carry right over into this, and you'll just get a whole bunch of unlocks, and your progress meter will actually go up. So if you look up top, it says Stage 2. As you unlock more and more titles, you'll actually have the ability to unlock tiers of icons, and this is new. This will actually go next to your name, not your title. It'll go next to your name. So if you see there, right next to Sock, on blah, part of Cookie Party. There you go. So there you go. That's the new icon system. Now, can you go back to that real quick?
Yeah.
So they unlock in tiers. You can see some of them have 3s on it, some of them have 4s and 5s. If you see one with a Yada or a Daru in the bottom 2, is that other one a Daru to the left?
Green Man.
Green Man. There you go. Green Man or a Yada. You know somebody has done some serious hunting for titles, because those are the tops right there. I am a collection kind of person, and I probably will start doing this very shortly. I really like achievements and being able to show off that I have paid more attention to that kind of stuff. So.
And by the way, the title swap certificates are a bit different than they are in Korea. These ones just come from the general merchant, and they're 5 gold.
They're 5 gold to
Super
swap
cheap.
the icons, but not the titles.
Yeah.
In Korea, you actually have to pay to swap titles.
Yep.
So right here, I only have 80 titles.
Only?
That's what Canatary says. Only have 80 titles. That's a good chunk of titles, I feel like.
I mean, you can do better.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to move on to the next thing. This is actually really quick. Flexible Obsidian crafting. So I am an Obsidian player. That's the gear that I chose to go with. I think I went the crafting route for a ring, just so I could try to experience the crafting route. I actually really prefer the Obsidian path, even up to tier 5, 6, and 7. I'm grinding for a tier 7 right now. But as you guys know, it's once you've picked a path at tier 4, like the magical tiers, tier 4, 5, and 6, you actually have to choose a direction to go. And once you do, you're locked in that path, that forking path. If I feel like switching my role entirely, so for example, if I've got an Obsidian dagger and I'm going mage, but I feel like switching over to, I think it's Archer, yeah, I will be able to get the stats from the other path by using the new system. So at tier 4, from tier 4 to tier 5 to 6, and from tier 6 out. Well, actually, I think that goes to tier 7, which is is remaining the same. But tier 4, 5, and 6, you actually have the ability to use what's called a spell shift orb, and you'll be able to recloak that thing. Actually, is it called cloaking? Use a transmuter.
Yeah, and you cloak it.
No, it's a spell shift orb.
A spell shift orb?
Yeah, it's a spell shift orb. It's different specifically for Obsidian gear. So use a spell shift orb. It goes into this item that you can then, your item becomes a crafting mat, like, you guys are used to this. And then you can actually choose, once you craft it up, it will become a cloaked item that you can then uncloak. And when you uncloak it, you are choosing which path you want to take. So you can swap back and forth, or let's say, you like, I'll just grind it out and I'll level this up because I'm going a different item now, or I've chosen a different class or something like that. Now you can go, I need to sell this item, and I need to sell it to not just one group of people, but I can sell it to 2 groups of people. So it does help you guys sell your Obsidian gear a little bit more, which means more Obsidian gear will be out there or available for you guys. So it does become tradable
on upgrade.
On upgrade.
Yeah.
Do not. And so on upgrade, you actually have to upgrade it first, just like you do now. Except you can choose the path, which, like I said, opens up your pools for who you can sell to.
Yep. So just so you know, using the spell shift orb does not unseal. We'll be very clear about that.
Right, and I'm
does
actually
not unbind to you.
I'm going to put out a blog after this stream. I just got to just update it a little bit, but as soon as I put out the blog, you guys will see the information, basically everything I've said today. I think I've given more information in
Will
here
the grade
today,
stay?
The grade will stay, yes.
Yeah,
It's the grade from the previous one.
Yeah.
Can a T7 be recloaked? No, it cannot. Where's it going to go? It doesn't go anywhere. Recloaked. That means transmuter at that stage. I don't think spell shift orb works on tier 7s. I'll talk to Quilladon. That's another thing. Like this system, it may have changed that a little bit, but yeah, we'll check. No, Toast, that's going to go out today. I've already written it. I just need to update some stuff.
He's actually holding it right
now.
Yeah,
I'm there you go. It's blue. You guys will see it on a blue. I've already written it, yeah. For some of the other stuff, like, again, the gem thing, like, that's not out because I wasn't confident enough in the information to actually release that to you. I didn't think that would be fair to you guys to release information and to have it be.
Does cloaking remove gems? It always removes gems.
Mm-hmm.
You just got a cloaked item in your inventory. What was that?
Aha.
Oh, let's open that.
Thank you.
Well, it's legendary.
It's a legendary cloaked enchanted jerkin.
Oh,
it's
look at
almost
that.
like someone's watching this live stream. Alright, so let's try and uncloak it. Boop, there it is.
So you get to choose which path you want to
Shadow
go.
jerkin, ever-present jerkin.
Now, as with always, cloaking items.
Brimstone Ward.
Oh, Brimstone. There you go. Oh, yeah, I think it. Yeah, that's right, Brimstone Ward. Cloaking items, as you guys know, makes it so that you don't know what those. It doesn't give you the information for both of the items that it could become, or the multiple items that it could become. So you can still go to the inventory, the item encyclopedia, in order to get that. So. Yeah, you do need a mass amount of crystals, abyssal crystals. Well, you're just gonna have to grind them up. That's how that works. Yeah.
Abyssal crystals are being added to a bunch of quests
They
because the
are.
other dungeon stones are being retired for this patch as
Right, right. Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
The dungeon changes. That's
Yeah.
right. There's so much. There's so many small things that are happening. Like even for example, I just want to mention this. In Arena, you're getting a new set of buffs that you can choose from,
Yep.
and it's actually going to cover more things. Like me, I tend to try to be a little bit more of a melee mage. I'm running, Katana Dagger as a mage, Obsidian Katana Dagger, and so melee mage is not really something that's well represented in the Arena with one of those buffs. But there's a new buff in there that I'm going to be able to use a little bit more accurately to my playstyle and stuff like that.
And
So,
it is untradeable, of course.
yeah, of course it would
Yeah.
be tier 7. Anyway, yeah. So there's so much. We'll get it all out to you. Like Serafina said, she's actually working on the patch notes now. So,
Yeah.
well, not right now, but soon.
Right now.
Yeah. She was right before she came in.
It was, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
We-
Castle Sieges. That's right. Yep.
We talked
You're
about the
welcome.
honor shop changes?
No, actually, I wasn't sure we were going to talk about it.
We should talk about it
All
because
right.
it's on PTS.
Okay,
so we should talk about it.
Let's talk about
It's
it.
exciting.
Yep.
So the honor shop is also changing. I think this is one of my most exciting. This change excites me a lot. And
This
there
is exciting. I was not saying it because I wasn't sure we were talking about
We
it.
should talk
Yeah,
about
we
it.
should talk about it.
Yeah, it's exciting.
Yep.
There it is. Charms are now available in the honor shop. As we said before, they're going to be available for a in-game currency. Hey, Bob. And just let it go. Just let it go.
Okay.
Bob comes to Golden Ruins often.
Yeah.
Does he? Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
he makes curly fries over in that tower.
Yeah.
I see.
They're pretty good. I've had them a couple
I
times.
kind of want to walk like that.
Yeah, but you can now get charms through honor, and yes, there are more ways to get honor because everything that used to award
Merit.
warriors medals
Oh, Warriors Medal.
is
Yeah.
now honor.
Yeah,
So,
and Merit is now Gilda.
Yeah, and merit is now Gilda. Therefore, a lot of currencies are being collapsed, and yes, you can get honor much faster now. Otherwise, by the way, your Luna gems are also in the honor shop as well.
Yep.
They're 10k a piece. So if you're looking for some of these new items from the new update, you
Yep.
should check the honor shop.
I mean, honestly, like with the ability to just full gem now and to be able to like 100% chance full gem and then also like over time obviously, and then being able to get regrade charms from the honor shop, you can
Expendable, but, yeah.
earn it.
Expendable also brought up a good point. We talked about earlier before the drops of forgiveness were going to be changing.
Yep, they're changed
You can
too.
now see it here. They are now worth 5,000 labor instead of the 1,500.
Yep.
And even if you stockpiled them from before, you
Yep.
have a cooldown of 3 hours per use now.
Right.
So going into Maelstrom, remember your crimes are actually are going to matter again now. And yes,
Yeah.
they're going to be much harder to get.
Right. I think that people are expressing concern over the cost of the regrade charms without considering the fact that you're not entirely aware of how fast you're going to be getting honor now that you can get it instead of warriors medals. And I think it's
Everything that gave honor from
everything that gave
honor before his honor, everything that gives him warrior
yes.
medals is now honor.
You have more opportunities to gain honor, and I've already seen people like when I finally stopped using honor to get to my ancestral medals in order to get to ancestral 7.
Yeah.
I noticed that my honor was skyrocketing. So I think you guys just need to play it. You'll see that, and again, if there's feedback and stuff like that, that's something that we can. Yeah, look at that. 50K is gonna be easy. I bet he's a PvPer.
Probably.
I bet he's a PvPer.
Probably is.
I'd like to see how quote unquote Care Bears get their honor. I've actually have not lived that life yet.
I
So-
go and I die a lot.
You go and you die a lot.
Yeah, I just deal with it.
Well, that's not satisfying, but we'll see. We'll see how fast they can get it now with all of Warriors medals also providing you with honor.
Yeah.
Okay, what are we gonna do now? I feel like that's all I've got.
We got questions.
We do have questions.
So there's one
Yeah.
more thing on PTS that I want to ask
All right.
Celestrata about.
Ooh.
Can you open the arena menu?
Oh, yes, I can, but I have to actually go to an arena. So we're just going to dive down here to Marianople, because that's the place where I know it from.
Cool.
Yeah, right now on PTS, one warrior medal is 100 honor. That's going to be the conversion rate.
That is the conversion rate.
That's yeah. So if you think about it that way.
Yeah. One merit badge is 2 Gilda stars. 1 Warriors medal is 100 knowledge.
Yeah, we've got some self-proclaimed Care Bears in here saying that they get honor fast. That's good.
Also, some people
Water
were
Gun
asking
Festival?
about the upcoming festivals, like the Water Gun Festival.
Yep.
Yes, new festivals are coming.
You stole my question.
What?
He's like, I've been waiting this whole time.
Uh-oh, you're an Easterner. Sock should have gone to Ostera.
Oh.
I'm just gonna cheat. Cheating.
You're not playing sock. I mean, you're not playing you. You're playing sock.
Yeah, I'm playing sock. I'm not used to not playing me.
Arena shop. Does that mean we're getting Curios medals?
Is that the question you wanted to talk about?
No. I wanted to talk about the Water Gun Festival.
Oh, no.
The Water Gun Festival. Oh. Fine.
All right, talk about the Water Gun Festival. What, you enjoy it or something?
No, I mean, just people are on PTS, they see it, and they're like, what WTF is?
Yes.
Yeah.
So over in Korea, they had a brand new summer festival called the Water Gun Festival. Obviously, because we are a little delayed, we are having our Water Gun Festival in the middle of winter. So that means we're going to be having the
It's just going to be colder.
hardcore.
You can still do it.
Oh yeah, it's going to be cold, but you can be hardcore about this. And it's
Yeah.
going to be coming right before the Winter Maiden Festival, which always comes in the second half of December.
Right.
So once Maelstrom hits, you'll be able to play a brand new arena where you'll be able to shoot water guns at each other. But I'll just enter. Maybe if someone kind soul is on PTS, maybe they want to do it.
Traxxas, I think I've talked to Quilladon about this. How do you obtain a heroic die that is necessary for crafting of the golden die needed to modify the honor pot?
You got to pop.
Oh.
Yeah, I think it's okay. Yeah. Well, listen, I talked to Quilladon recently about this. The exact details are escaping my mind because Quill and I talk a lot. I'll get that information to you if you want to, shoot me a message on the forums or in Discord or something. Yeah, so you're in an arena.
Yeah.
Good job. So once
I'm in standby mode right now.
when you win arenas, you get now Curios medals.
Do I want purple paint, yellow paint, or green paint?
Yellow.
Yellow? You want yellow?
I don't know what it does. Yellow.
He just wants it because it looks like
I'm so yellow.
Yeah.
Oh, bad choice.
Covered.
Yeah.
That is quite yellow.
Yeah.
That is
I saw a bunch
yellow.
of people in a chat talking about playing Water Gun Festival on PTS. What do you guys think about it so far? If you have? Seems to be pretty fun.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Rolls a bomb at the target. Come on, let's do this!
You missed.
So yeah, I have to oh no!
You're getting sprayed.
No.
Oh, this is like first person shooting facing. It's oh god, he's shooting up in the air. Look at this little.
He got out of the way of my chain.
Look at this little.
No, look at the strats. Look at the strats.
The strats. This is a ridiculous mode, and
it will be more than just 1v1 too.
Oh, really?
Yes, it will be.
Wow.
I think it's like 300 or something.
Okay, kick ass Elstrada.
Yeah, I'm trying. So you want to get all the paint.
Some people are
off
saying
of
it's
them.
fun. It's fun as.
It's a lot.
I'm gonna
of fun.
say this. People are saying it's fun as fuck. People are
It is.
saying.
Look at it.
I know it looks ridiculous.
It's so fucking ridiculous.
That's some durable paint too.
Yeah, it's not.
So you
coming off.
you have to get all the paint off. I got you.
Oh, Bob.
Oh, so close.
Oh,
First
Bob.
blood.
First blood with a water
clean.
gun.
You're
that
clean
might be
now.
the first blood with a water gun I've ever seen, actually. So, just going to put that out there. All right, we're going to do some giveaways while she runs around and shoots people with her yellow shark or blue shark paint
Nothing
gun
personnel, kid.
Nothing personnel. Okay, let's see. Giveaway. First giveaway we've got today. We've got Archean Pack. We've got 50 loyalties. We've got Narayana Warriors Garb, Narayana Squire, Narayana Staff, Monk Spade, and Nine-Tooth Rake. We're gonna give away all that stuff. I see a lot of X's in chat. Let's see. Hashtag Water Gun. What's the name of the festival again?
Drenched.
Drenched.
The Drenched Festival.
Hashtag Drenched.
Yeah.
Super Soaker, anything, there you go. That'll work for me. All right, we're going to do the Archean Pack. We're just start off with the big one.
Do it.
No one tells me what I can and cannot give away, but I'm always scared. Can I give away an Archean Pack?
You do what you want, Moses.
All right, that's what I like to hear. Yeah, we're going to roll it.
Oh.
Let's see.
I'm cheating right now, I forgot.
And the winner is...
Boomer Angel.
Boomer Angel.
Cool.
Boomer Angel. Very, very good. Congratulations. We're going to cross this off. Archean Pack. We're going to give away 5 packs of 50 loyalty. 5 packs of 50 loyalty.
Really?
All right. First one. Who is it? Oh, my goodness.
Space Knife?
Sape Snife. Congratulations. All right, we're gonna do more loyalty. Let's do the next roll here.
Boom, boom, knock you out.
Boom, boom, knock you out. I like that username.
Nice name.
Please get in this arena and take people out. That would be great. All right, next one.
Half badger,
Oh,
not a full badger.
never go full badger.
No.
Never.
You only go half badger, guys. I think everyone knows that here. All right, next one. What do we got?
JP22
Congratulations, JP22. You've got
Congrats.
yourself 50 loyalty. What's the next one?
and Sanira.
Sanira underscore. Come on, Moby. Moby has a name with Moby underscore, and he
right.
didn't even respect the underscore in this name.
Is silent.
Of course. Of course. All right, good job. All right,
Next thing.
the next thing we're going to do is the we're going to give away the Narayana Warriors Garb. You need me to spell that?
Yes.
Narayana. Narayana Warriors Garb. G-A-R-B. Garb.
Rolling it.
That's what we're
All
wearing.
right, cool.
Right
Let's
now.
roll it.
Ichiban Tanika? Yeah.
Ichiban Tonika, congratulations. We're going to give away 2 more of those, so you're going to be 1 of 3 there. What do we got?
Mudet.
Mudet? Oh, Mudit?
Mudit.
Mutiet? Yeah. I've seen you before, though. Okay, next one. Congratulations. What is it?
Lord Duke.
Lord Duke. Are you a Duke or a Lord? I think you have to decide there. You might have to decide. All right, so we're going to go on to the Narayana Squire costume. Is this the Squire costume, or is this the Warrior's garb?
This is the Warriors garb.
That's the Warrior's garb. Less yellow, though. Much less yellow than that. And that's that. Look at that shark. That
Nice
is-
shark
I
gun, bro.
love
It's so
shark
cool,
gun.
Is that the new meta? Shark
Yeah.
gun
Yeah,
meta?
Shark gun meta.
right there.
All right, let's roll for the Narayana Squire. We're going to do 2 of these right here. What do we got?
Schadenkust?
Schadenkust?
Maybe?
Paste it up there so I can see. Schadenkust. Yeah, sure. Let's go with that. And then we're going to go... we need 1 more of those rolls. Just Anki. Congratulations, Just Anki.
The Narayana Squire costume, right?
Yeah, that was the Narayana Squire costume. Now we're going to give away 1 of each of the weapon skins. So we're going to do the Narayana staff. That's going to be the Narayana staff, which I believe
That's not it. This is the 9-tooth rig.
All right, that's
So,
the 9-tooth rig.
Yeah.
Right, we're going to be giving away 1 of those as well. All right, who's winning this one right here?
Definitely not Annie.
Definitely not Annie won.
With 2 E's.
Wait.
okay. Well, definitely.
Oh,
anyone.
the Narayana Squire
It's
is
a
a
pet.
pet, not a costume. I'm sorry, I put that underneath my costume section. That's right. Oh, I did that actually. Now I know my mistake.
Yes.
Now I remember the mistake. Okay, very
It's a
good.
cool pet.
It is. It's a very cool pet. Okay, so that was the staff. Let's give away the Monk's Spade. Not the 9-tooth rake, but the Monk's Spade.
Monk's spade. I want to show it.
Who's going to win this one?
Crucible Gaming.
All right, Crucible Gaming. Congratulations. You got yourself a Monk's Spade.
That is this one.
This one?
This
Oh,
one.
All right. Yeah, that's pretty
Yeah.
terrifying.
Those weapons are so
What?
cool.
That's
Yeah.
pretty awesome.
Yeah.
That must have been fun to 3D model. That's got a lot of cool
Yeah.
detail. Okay, and then the last one we're going to give away is the 9-tooth rake.
Which we had on before.
The 9-tooth rake.
Looks like it would get the job done.
Yeah, whatever the job is, it would get it done.
Gardening
Gets it done.
or,
Death.
yeah.
You know, reaping souls. Okay, let's. Who gets this?
City Mini.
Cinny Mini.
Look at that. Adorable.
Great name. I love it. Congratulations. All right, so that's it. That's it for today,
it's not
guys.
it.
What?
I have a special.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness,
shit.
Krolin. This is why we have Krolin on, by the way.
I haven't been on the stream in a long time,
Yeah, you've been busy.
so I bring with me 1 gift. And I don't know. You have to say something different than Drench. What do they have to say, Muzzy?
Let's do Hail Krolin.
Oh, that's kind of weird.
That's too late. Hail Krolin.
Okay.
They're gonna do it.
I
Hail Krolin.
like
H-A-I-L.
Krolin's not dead.
Yeah.
Krolin's not dead.
Krolin the Unkillable. We'll take Krolin the Unkillable as well. Yeah. Hail Krolin.
Let me get some
I
Seven
believe-
Deadly Sins fans. How about Undead Krolin?
What's the hail sign for Krolin? Is it like this? Like what is it? I don't-
Probably a corpse, guys.
Just.
Or just you're dead.
I guess this would be accurate then. Hail Krolin. There we go. What are we giving away?
So with the Maelstrom release, we're gonna refresh all of our packs on our website.
Oh, we haven't mentioned.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
without saying what's inside of it yet, when Maelstrom releases,
Oh man.
I'm going to give whoever wins this giveaway the Maelstrom Archeum pack.
The new Maelstrom Archeum pack. So you guys don't even know what's in it yet, but there's new stuff.
Really cool.
I saw it yesterday, and I was pretty damn impressed. So
When I say cool, there might be more to that.
Yeah, and I'm sure we'll show off some of the stuff in it coming up.
yeah, Friday.
Maybe next
Friday.
week or something.
We will.
But this is
This is also an X.
Yeah.
Oh, excellent.
got it.
All right, let's roll it. Who wins? The winner of the
Trimantha!
Rigged!
Rigged!
Super rigged!
Rigged.
This is bull.
You know what?
That's
Done.
crazy.
Yeah.
Over
Out.
550 people on this.
and Trimantha. Can we get hashtag rigged in chat, please? All right, thank you guys so much for joining us. We hope that the information was sufficient for what it was. I think that there will be more information coming out as we progress through this this Maelstrom release. I got my brain is on that Archeum pack.
People will get a Twitch inbox message.
Right.
later.
So basically, if you did win, somebody's going to send you a Twitch message. So check your inbox or even your other Twitch inbox. Yes, it's labeled other.
Other. Literally called
It
other.
may be in there. Please. Yeah. Oh, the Music House. Don't worry. I will be at some point. I will. Maybe next week. Contact me. Hit me up on Discord or the forums. Look at these two just doing the dancing.
We're just going.
All right, guys. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, have a good weekend, guys.
See ya.